As we go through the stages of anticipation for more Super Smash Bros. Switch news and info, today we've picked actual stages that we hope appear in the final game. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from Switch Forest. Gabe is here, and we have perused the lands and the landscapes of our favorite Switch titles, and we've come up with 6 awesome levels that we hope are included in the next Super Smash Bros. Gabe, I'm going to give you the mic for this first one because we know if there's anything you enjoy, it is a good lunch.
The Luncheon Kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey is one of the most unique and vibrant and just overall aesthetically pleasing levels in the game. It looks absolutely beautiful. It stands out like nobody's business, and seeing a Super Smash Bros. Level based on the Luncheon Kingdom would be really, really cool. You can even have like a pot on the side that's constantly erupting and messing with the players. There's a lot you can do there, and I feel like that's a great first pick for us.
I want the big chicken bird thing to fly in and wreck the level in some way. I think that'd be awesome. You have all the little Fire Bros and Hammer Bros with their chef hats doing work. I think it would be super cool. Like you mentioned, the vibrancy is something that is perfect for Smash Brothers, and it would really stand apart. Now, the easy way out for a lot of these is to do rotating stages, and we definitely have some rotators in here, but we also wanted to pick some that were very defined, and that's for the Luncheon Kingdom. You could do any kingdom, I guess, would fit. There's some really beautiful ones, but Luncheon just stands out as odd and at the same time all sorts of endearing. So that's our pick from Mario Odyssey. If we move to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I like the idea of a Divine Beast rotating level. This would allow the incorporation of a whole lot of interesting areas and bring in the big dungeons. So you get Meadow, Naboris, Rudania, and Ruta all in there, which allows, as a rotating stage, you to travel to some of the most iconic locales in Breath of the Wild. So we get a little bit of Death Mountain in there. And I'm not thinking, Gabe, that you go inside the Divine Beast. I'm thinking more of them as the backdrop, right? So they're platform-based stages with Rudania climbing Death Mountain in the background, with Ruta in the background. You got Sidon swimming around. I think it allows for a lot of like, hey, remember that awesome moment? It's one of those kind of levels.
Yeah, that could be really cool, and they do like doing like variety with the change-ups in the stages in Smash Brothers. So this could be like really, really good, especially because there's like 4 of them. But the only problem I can see with this, Zach, is that I'm gonna be too entranced with the beauty of the stage that I'm not gonna be worried about you coming over here and trying to do attacks on me. Zach, leave me alone. Let me just watch.
I love how instantly I can just picture Gabe riding on the back of Prince Sidon, just enamored with this giant freaking elephant. Gabe, I feel like elephant is your favorite animal, or maybe Naboris. You go in that desert, the camel is all over you. But again, this just really evokes Breath of the Wild, right? The Divine Beasts are a critical piece there. And we could do like the castle. We could just do the Great Plateau. I think that would be honestly, they could do multiple stages from Breath of the Wild, and I'd be perfectly happy with it. But I think a Divine Beast one would really evoke not only the iconic beasts themselves, but it would give a little bit of love to the champions in case we don't get one of those as a character. We're still kind of jury's out on is Breath of the Wild Link all that we get from that game. But this would bring in so many elements, so many characters, so many locations. You get then Zora's Domain, you get Goron's. You could do so much, and it would be one of the most brilliantly beautiful stages to grace the new Super Smash Bros. Switch.
Yeah, I completely agree. And since Breath of the Wild is such a huge staple for the Nintendo Switch, we know that it's also on Wii U, but it was the game that sold the best at launch, and that's what it's known for. So I feel like you have to do more than just Breath of the Wild, Link, and Smash Brothers. Hopefully,
Yeah.
We'll cross our fingers and hope that everything that we want and can think about being cool actually makes it into the game. But, I'd honestly be okay with a Great Plateau stage.
That would be silly. It would be really just like the old man just sitting there chilling, cooking, and Link just floating around. I don't know. It would be pretty fun to see. It's exciting. It's exciting. Gabe, you are in a Splatoon 2 frenzy, so we could not leave this game off the list.
Hey, it's already making its way to Smash in one way or another, right? We get in the Inklings, which is a great start. But that's not enough, Zach, because I want to have battles in Inkopolis Square. That is something I want. I want to have I want to say streets, but it's a lot of alleys. I want to just splat everything all over the place, and I want to be able to play in Inkopolis Square. I spend a lot of time there now, going through, playing the game once again, having a ton of fun with it. They have to do like a Splatoon stage, right? You don't just introduce the Inklings and do nothing else.
They absolutely do. And I think our thought process here was that the Inklings are going to be in some way or another spreading ink. So do you have an actual multiplayer map? Might be a little bit redundant and almost I don't know, overlapping. So Inkopolis Square gives you a more simple backdrop, but still has all that Splatoon flair and allows you to incorporate characters, because it would be really cool if the shop doors open and they threw items out or things of that sort.
Yeah.
We can also get a little Pearl Marina action there, maybe even bring Cali Marie. It would be great if it was one of those day-night stages where during the day the shops are open and you get to see all those characters.
Yeah.
At night, it's Concert Town, and we're just banging those beats from our favorite rappers.
Yes, that sounds so amazing. Did you just designed a level for them? Yeah, I'm all about that. It's awesome.
Honestly, I think of all the stages, well, it's my second most anticipated. I really, really hope they just nail the Splatoon stage, and I think Inkopolis Square is the way to go. Now, for ARMS, we hope there is an ARMS character. We have not seen anything yet. We do not know anything yet. It feels like it's going to happen. But for ARMS, rather than go rotating, we decided to go Sky Arena, which is Max Brass's domain. There's a lot of fire and flames. It just feels like a Super Smash Brothers tournament level.
Yeah, and you have that platform there in the middle that's raised a little bit, so you can have different areas of the level sectioned, the way that Smash likes to do with their levels. Yeah, it would also fit really well. Like you, I hope and really, really hope, just hope, that ARMS makes its way into the game in a bigger manner. Again, a character would be great, and we could talk another time about that. But yeah, I think that's a good choice for a stage. It's not the most iconic stages. It was the first like DLC character. It's the last stage in the game, like when you're playing like arcade mode.
Right. And that was the thought process there, was that the ultimate final battle in the main, ARMS game is against Max Brass, and therefore, having a stage based on that final showdown feels right. The generic ARMS stage, that could work as well. But since Inkopolis Square is going a little bit more baseline and kind of just like foundational for Splatoon, we wanted to get a little bit weirder for ARMS, and that's why we're taking things to Sky Arena. Plus, I just want to see Max Brass and Headlock duking it out in the background.
Yeah, or a bunch of headlocks.
Just, yeah, Headlock's doom and gloom everyone.
Yeah,
They just come
okay.
down and crush everyone. I like that. Moving along, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe deserves some love. And because Deluxe is the version on the Switch, we focused on the DLC. And to me, the most iconic and original track there is Dragon Driftway. This is the course aboard the Dragon. It's a very Eastern theme. I think it fits very nicely into Smash Brothers. In the past Mario Kart, we've had cars running through the stage. They can do that if they want, but I'd be totally fine just being on a portion of Dragon Driftway, or even having that dragon start flying. I know that's a little against the lore of the level, but it would be really cool if there's a moving stage through the stage, if that makes any sort of sense.
Yeah, this isn't my favorite Mario Kart level, if I'm being honest, but hey, it could do well, and we did want to make sure to have one of the DLC stages, just because Mario Kart 8 has been out for a while and other iterations. I feel like this one could be fun.
I think it's the most iconic of the DLC.
Yeah, and it's I mean,
stages.
it's less likely than everything else. I feel like some of the stuff we're talking about is actually like likely. This
Yeah.
one I don't feel as much, but it would be really cool.
Yeah, we looked at just like another rotator, but we actually want to save our last rotating stage for my top hope, which is, look, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is getting a port on Switch. They're adding the Funky Kong mode, but the most beautiful part of that game are the shadow stages, and they come in colors and they come in cool locales. We got jungle, we got underwater. If they can do a wondrous rotating shadow stage, that would be my favorite Smash stage, because those are so alluring and enticing, and they just grab your eyeballs. I don't even think I'd be able to fight you, Gabe. I think I would just be so enamored by the backgrounds. I just stand there and do nothing.
Well, to be clear, you're never going to successfully fight me in Smash. It's never going to go well for you. But yeah, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about with this, we obviously have footage on the screen. But the silhouettes of the characters is what you're seeing. It's all black, and that's what calling it shadow stages. They look so great.
They're beautiful.
Everyone's favorite part about Tropical Freeze, other than the great gameplay, but a beautiful aesthetic and art style there. So that would be amazing.
Yeah, and there's a number of different color schemes and things you could do. So it feels like a good fit for rotating. But let us know in the comments down below what stages you want to see in Super Smash Bros. Switch. And if you have any cool moments, levels, or environments from top tier Switch games that you think would be great selections for Smash. To wrap up, we got Luncheon Kingdom from Mario Odyssey. We have the Divine Beast Rotator from Zelda Breath of the Wild. Inkopolis Square from Splatoon 2 with a day-night switcheroo. Sky Arena from ARMS. Dragon Driftway from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And last but not least, that Shadow Stage Rotator from Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Now, we could see Gabe a Kirby Star Allies stage. We could see a Yoshi's whatever his name of the game is called stage. A new Fire Emblem stage would be apropos, but we'll have to wait and see. The Labo stage is one that we left off here because I feel like that's been talked to death.
Yeah.
But that also, if we had to pick a seventh, it would be a Labo stage, either in the Labo house or just a Labo world. I'd love to see a Labo Mushroom Kingdom stage or like a Labo Hyrule stage where just get crazy with it. I think that'd be really fun. But let us know your fun ideas for Super Smash Bros. Switch in the comments down below. We'd love to read them. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and from Smash Bros. We'll bring it your way as soon as it happens. Follow us on Twitter and Discord if you'd like. Link in the description below. We'd love to have you there. And until next time, have a fantastic day, everybody. We love you. Myself and Gabe. Switch Force out.